Hi, gorgeous. Olga's here. I'm so grateful to talk to you about the topic that I'm about to embark on. And if you don't know me, my name is Olga Botcharever. I'm certified EFT and fast EFT practitioner. And today we talk about fast EFT for creative living. And essentially, what creative living means is really finding more ease and finding more ways to get things done, so to solve problems and to find the answers and to accomplish things faster, more fluent, more easy, more creative, seeing things that you haven't seen before. So maybe you have a problem, maybe you have a situation that you've been stuck with. So I want to invite you to watch this video with me and then hopefully embark on this journey to more creative living with fast EFT. We'll talk about how. And I've been talking to my community about this journey that I'm on personally, and this is the one of creative recovery. So there's so many things happen in my life, so many things changed, wonderful changes. Like in 2017, just about everything that could possibly change did. I got a new job. The year before I went through a divorce, so I got a new man. I moved to a different place. My financial situation completely changed. I sold the house. The amount of money that I have is totally different than I ever had before. So things are improving on many levels, and I'm just trying to fit into this new me. And one thing that kind of got on the back burner a little bit is my tapping practice. And I wasn't tapping as much as I wanted, and I still did some work with people, but I know this is one thing that I would like to spend more time on. And right now, when my finances are so much more stable than ever before, when my romantic and personal life thriving, and I'm finally enjoying this deep connection with somebody that I resonate with and who gets me and who admires me for who I am, I'm starting to wonder what's next. And the answer was very clear. I want to tap into my creativity. I want to rediscover, I want to rebirth this what makes me. And this is such a beautiful topic, guys. And whether you maybe have some struggle in relationships, or you want to find creative ways to make more money, I want you to stay with me because this might be the answer you've been looking for. And so creativity is not something that we talk about. It's one of the woohoo topics. It's something that is not necessary. You don't have to have it. You will not go and Google how to be more creative, right? Necessarily. You'll Google things like how to deal with better relationships, how to restore your marriage, or how to get rid of a certain disease or illness, how to make more money. But the truth is, I think tapping plus creativity it could be the secret sauce. It could be something that a lot of you are looking for. And so there's this book, and I showed it before. It's called The Artist Way, and it's by Julia Cameron. It's been around for 25 years, I think, or even more. She's a brilliant author, and so she talks about the spiritual path of creativity, and that's the one that I'm embarking on. And I'm doing weekly videos and I'm doing the exercises, and I invite you to join me. But if you just stay with me and just kind of tap and invite yourself to wonder about some of these topics, I think that will make a huge difference. And one of the things that Julia talks about is the concept of basic principles of creativity. And it really was fascinating for me to kind of read it and to look into this, because some of these ideas are just touched my soul deeply. So I'm going to read a couple of those principles, if I can find them. And I wonder, how you feel about it and if this is something that resonates with you. And so she said that creativity is a natural order of life. Life is energy, pure creative energy. She talks about when we open ourselves to creativity, we open ourselves to God within us. And this is my favorite. So creativity is God's gift to us, and using it is our gift back to God. And here's one more that I like. So she said, creative dreams and earnings come from a divine source. And we move forward to our dreams, we move forward our divinity. Because so many of us will question it. So I have this dream, but do I really worth it? Is it deserve it? Is it even worth bothering it? And there's this one thing, and then tell me guys if you have it, because I have one. It's keep on coming back, and you really want to do it, and you kind of try it, and not really, and you go back and forth, and you start to wonder, is it really meant to? And so here's what I'm here to tell you. If it's coming back, if it's that persistent, yes, it's meant to happen. So I want to encourage you to go after this. And so there's this beautiful quote that I really love, and something that moved me, and I had on sticky note in my kitchen. And if you're a mother or if you're a parent, this is something that I think might change the way how you look at discovering your own creativity and embarking on this journey. Because, so this is something that C. Jang said. So he said, nothing has a stronger influence psychologically on their environment, especially on their children, than unlived life on a parent. I'm going to say it again. Nothing makes bigger impact on the children than unlived life of a parent. So if you have kids, ask yourself, what kind of example am I setting as a creative person, as a creative living? Am I someone who going after what I want? Is it something that I'm teaching to kids? If I say to them, hey, you can do everything, you can be everything, is it something that you are naturally inspiring? Is it something that you are going for yourself? And so we'll do a tapping on the creative living. We'll do a tapping on how to tap into this. But one thing I want to invite you to think about and to kind of dive in a little bit is the root of potentially block creativity. And so start thinking about people and the kind of things that they said. And, maybe you wanted to be a painter, or maybe you wanted to be a writer, or explore yourself in an acting career, or just even as a hobby. And somebody told you, well, don't waste your time on that. Or seriously, only few people will ever become, important actors, and it's just so hard to publish a book, right? So think about those messages, right? Or you cannot be a business owner and a mother. So that's the one that I've heard so much. You cannot have both. And so what we're going to do in this video, we're going to start rewriting some of these beliefs and start releasing them. Because the truth is, you can be everything that you want to be. And you know what? Release the word "or" from your vocabulary. It's not healthy or rich. It's not happy or running a successful business. It's not fulfilled relationships or good career. It's both, right? So no more ors. Let's put "and" in there. And if you read this beautiful book, I think it's called Seven Mindset of Millionaires. I need to look it up, the name of it. But the author talks about it. He talks about the mindset that they possess, and that's the mindset of or both, right? You don't have to choose. That's the poverty mentality. That's the struggle mentality. And so what happens very often as we're growing up, we are surrounded by people who were not exposed to these ideas and who are blocked individuals themselves on the healing and personal level or on the level of creativity, right? They never explored that. So there's a lot of struggle. And one of the beautiful things I heard from Carl Sears, he said, you always either creating or creatively sabotaging yourself. We need to write this down. You always either creating or creatively sabotaging yourself, right? And notice how people who are not tuning into the inner wisdom and the creative essences, they create a lot of drama, right? Because as people, as human beings, one of our core desires is to be alive and to feel alive. So people go into long length to feel alive, right? They do stupidest thing just to feel this vital essence of being alive. So what I want to invite you to do, guys, is to nourish this essence and to express and experience it in a healthy way. And creative way of living is the best way to go. Now, if you're not yet convinced that creativity is something that you want to explore, I wanted to share something that I came across very, very lately. And you might have heard about Gay Hendricks and his wife. I think her name is Kate Hendricks. And so they wrote a book. There are a few books, but one of them is called so there's Conscious Loving, right? It's an older book, but the newer book, I think it's called Conscious Loving Happily Ever After. And so they start this book by saying that after years and years and decades of working with, individuals, they came across this amazing idea, the secret sauce, the key to lasting relationships. And they're talking about creativity. Tap into your own creative essence, discovering what makes you you, right, on the core level, and that will make you happy. And when you're so happy, then if happiness resonates, you will not need people to make you happy any longer. You will walk in a room and people will feel it, this gorgeous, gorgeous energy. So think back at people who might have told you something or who convinced you otherwise. Maybe they said that creativity is a waste of time, or this painting project, it's just not something that you want to try because it doesn't make any sense. Or Maybe you've been raised by a parent who just were very logical, very do, go, go, go kind of parent. And that's my case, right? My mom is an amazing person. She's very caring, very loving. She's done so much for me and my sister, always feel love, but she never nurtured herself. And she always felt overrun and exhausted to the point of where she was falling apart, and a lot of things happen with her health as a result of that. And right now, many times as I talk to her, like, Mom, get a hobby. What is it that you like to do? And she doesn't even have the language to talk about it. She doesn't understand what I'm trying to tell her. So start now. Start where you are. You will do a great favor to the people that surround you by developing this part of you, by tapping in. And if you do have people in your life, or you had people in your life who told you otherwise, it's time to let it go. It's time to release and forgive. If they told you that you cannot start your own business, or that they told you that you cannot be a painter or be an artist. And here's the thing, guys. Now, when I'm talking about artistic way of living, right, or creative way of living, it doesn't have to be the kind of art that you can hang on a wall, right? Which I have a lot, as you can tell. I like that. But I'm talking about something where you create something that you haven't been ever made before. It's a very scary process, and it's a very beautiful process. And for me, my Canva is human mind. That's what excites me the most. The way how we think, the way how we feel, the mind body connection. So when I work with clients, that's what I help them with, right? The thinking processes, and I can go and I can see the intricate connections and how they form certain beliefs, and I can help them diffractionate it and change it very often in a very, very quick period of time. And so in my painting, my brush is EFT and all these amazing creative tools um, of artistic living and gratitude, and the way how you perceive things. I always give homework to my clients depending on where they are. It's very personalized. It's very depending on what they need. And so this is my creative expression, right? So making this video is something that makes me so excited. I barely can sit up, like jumping a little bit up and down, because time flies. It goes by very fast. I lose track of time. I maybe will just stop to eat a banana or run to the restroom. But when I do work like this, it really, really transcends the time space continuous. And so I want to invite you to find this if you didn't yet. Now start questioning yourself, who am I? What makes me tick? Or if you know what it is, spend more time in that zone of genius, zone of joy, right? Where you create best. And so in this video, we'll do a tapping on these people who told you otherwise. Because the truth is, they are blocked artists. They are blocked people. And, they're doing the best they can with what they know, but it's okay to let it go. And so often it's somebody very close to you, or there's a teacher, that teacher who told you something. And teachers are authority figures. So you believe them, right? Automatically. You think that what they say is true. You think that what they know, but they're just human beings. So whatever your case is, whomever that person is, let's go ahead and tap, and it's our time to let it go. Ready? Okay. Just take 2 fingers and just do what I do, say what I say, and just say, I release and let go of all the heavy feelings, of that emotion. It's my time to forgive that person. It's my time to allow myself to live in a creative place. I give myself permission to step in there and to rise above and to challenge myself and to do the work. Take it step by step. It's a beautiful process, and I'm excited to step that way. It's my time to release all blocks, to release all beliefs. I don't have to have all the answers. All I need to know, what's my next step? What I'm aligned with? What makes sense to me? Because if I do anything else, I'm going to feel overwhelmed. I'm going to feel burned out. My energy will be sucked out of my life. So it's safe for me to let it go. To forgive that person who didn't believe in me, who said I wasn't good enough, who said it's not worth it, who told me it's not going to work. They struggle themselves. They projected their beliefs on me. It's okay to let it go. It's safe for me to trust my inner guidance and to nurture it and to develop it. And so it is. Just grab your wrist and breathe in and breathe out. Savor peace. Beautiful. So before you leave, two things that I want you to consider. So one is, this is an amazing book. It's called Artist's Way. And if you want to take this journey to creative recovery, I highly recommend this. And if you have a specific memory that you want to tap on, because this is honestly, the fast EFT comes to life in tapping on the memories a lot. And you don't know how to do this, and you might know how to do it from my videos already, but if you don't know how to do this, I'll make sure to have a link to the video on how to tap on a memory and how to change your memory with fast EFT, because it's such a profound process and it works the fastest. It really takes you to the core, because memories are affirmations, right? We affirming things by remembering something, by thinking it's there. They're the deepest, the strongest ones. And so there's a beautiful process in fast EFT that's been developed that you can use to make these changes. So I'll make sure that there's a video for you to grab and just kind of practice it yourself. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. It was so great, and I'll see you next week. All my love.